What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. I have a matchup today of Blue Buggy into Blue Purple Luffy. Got another one today. We lost the dice roll. We are going second, so not ideal. We need to get Crocomia. I think that's a very important card in the matchup. Promo Buggy could potentially be good to shut off some things like a Zoro, Juro, or a Bond Clay, and then we got to get 10 cost buggies. That's the main thing. We got to get 10 cost buggies out. Bottom deck, they're gonna potentially hit it like a Sanji into a Mihawk. We're gonna have two big bodies. We're gonna need to be able to buggy at least one, hopefully two. That's the idea. And so yeah, we lost the dice roll. We are going second. He's going to Dawn Pass. We go to our 2 Dawn turn. We're going to tap 1 for a Galdino Searcher. Search top 4. We're going to be able to add a 10 cost immediately. We already have a 10 cost in hand. Let's get another one. Last time we played one, we didn't have enough. This time we have 2. We're going to be good to go at this point. We're going to be able to add either an Alvida or a Mihawk off of this because Galdino can't add Galdino. We're learning, folks. And we're going to add the Alvida. So now we have a Croc and Mihawk. We have our ideal Croc and Mihawk play, but we also have an Alvida for the 4 Dawn turn. He swings a 6 life and establishes the Zoro that rests or can ramp a Dawn on attack if he's at 3 or less life, which he meets the conditions. We get to draw 3, trash 2. We're just going to hard cast this Alvida. We're going to pitch a Galdino Searcher. We pretty much have all the pieces we need in our hand. And we're going to pitch the Mihawk. That could be good to play off of a promo Buggy, but I have the Oden. I think the move here is next turn we Croc a Mihawk into Alvida. The following turn we Oden. And then the following turn after that we could either double Buggy or we could just start setting up some loops with the Oden. He's going to swing a 5 life with the Zoro Juro because he's at 3 or less life. He gets to ramp an active Dawn. Then he's going to tap, I believe, 4 for a lead performance disaster. He gets to draw a card and ramp an active Dawn. And then he's going to swing a 7 life. We will take this one. We hit a cross guild trigger and we get to add a third 10 cost Buggy to hand. So now we have pretty much all the pieces we need. It's just a matter of getting there. I'm going to make a mistake on this turn, but first let's start off with thinking about how we're going to lead our ability. We will pitch a Mihawk to play Croc and Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. Going to pitch the Alvida and play down the other Alvida, draw 3, trash 2. Going to pitch probably the 2 we just drew, the casters. We don't need them anymore, and they're bricks. We have this remaining Dawn. We could swing 6 life. Instead, we're going to tap 1 and play stage down. Here's where I make a mistake. Forget about the Zoro. I'm thinking about his life. I'm thinking about how he's a 6k leader, and my swing's going to go through. I should have swung a 5 into the 4, but I didn't, and I'm like, I've already passed, dude. You got it. But that was definitely a mistake on my part. He might protect it. He might give a 2k for it, but at least we would have got a 2k out of hand. So next turn, we're going to want to kill that Zoro Juro, but at this point, he's going to have ramped. He's at 9 Dawn right now. Doesn't matter too much, but he can continue to ramp the Dawn. So we do have to respect it. He is going to swing just to get the active Dawn. Then he's going to swing 6 life. We will give a 2k here. And then now let's see if he hits a Sanji or not. He's tapping 5, which is not 9, which is a great sign for us. He plays the Nami blocker. He gets to draw 3 and then put 2 on the top or bottom. So this is great news for us. He didn't hit a Sanji Mihawk or a Sanji into something on this turn, which is would have been a pretty aggressive play. So he puts the 2 cards on the bottom, and he's going to tap 5 for a Rosinante, pitch a God Thread. He gets to draw 2, and then he gets to restand 2 Dawn at the end of his turn. So yeah, we go to our 8 Dawn turn, and the move here is let's swing a 6 into the Zoro. It's going to take either him turning the Nami sideways and giving a 1k or 2k 1k. He just lets it die. It's done its job. He's already at 10 Dawn. Then we're going to slam down the Oden. And now I feel very comfortable about our board state here. He does have the 2/5 cost. He's going to be able to 2k Sanji here off of his leader ability. His leader ability is once he's at 8 or more Dawn at the beginning of his turn, he gets to look at top 5, add a Straw Hat, and put the remaining 4 on the top or bottom. So he gets to stack his deck. He gets to try to utilize the 9 cost Sanji. But we're in a point where we could double Buggy both the things he plays away if we want to. We have 3 Buggies in hand. Our hand's pretty sculpted right now. 3 Buggies and 3 2Ks. He's going to swing a 6 life. We give him a 2K. We don't have any blockers, though. He probably won't swing that Nami, so we can expect one more swing at least showing. We do kind of have to respect like a 9-10 Luffy, but instead he's going to swing a big like this. I think it's a 10 life. We're going to take no trigger. And he's going to tap 5 for another Rosinante. He can pitch an event. He's not going to, but now he gets to restand 4 Dawn at the end of his turn. So it's going to be hard to kill, but I think this is going to be a turn where we can... I think the move... We can do multiple things. We could double Buggy, but the move I'm seeing that I want to do is I'm going to swing this Oden twice. I'm going to swing 10 into the Rosinante. I'm going to pick up the Galdino so I'm not playing over anything, and then I'm going to slam down a 10-cost Buggy. So he will Gum Gum Giant here. He's pitching a 9-cost Sanchi. That's interesting. Tells me he hasn't found the combo pieces to go with it. And then he gives us a 1K on top of that. Now we're going to restand the Oden, swing another 10, pick up the Galdino. He gives us the Nami blocker. And now we're going to leader ability with the remaining 5. We're going to bottom deck one of his Rosies. So pretty good play for us. We were able to clear 2 bodies and one of the Rosinantes. And we did get a Gum Gum Giant plus some other cards out of hand. So that feels all right. While we also established a Buggy, the only body he has on board right now is the Rosinante. He does get the 9-cost Sanji now. And we still have 2 10-cost Buggies in hand. We could double Buggy again next turn if we wanted to. But the Oden will allow us to pick some stuff up too if we wanted to go that route. He's going to swing a 6 life. We'll give a 2K here. He's going to swing a 7 life, and I'm going to give a 2K, 1K. Don't need the Galdino Searcher because we kind of have all the pieces we need right now. And he's going to 9-cost Sanji into a Nami. So again, not the most ideal play here. Not a Mihawk, not like a Dofi, not a 9-10 Luffy or Snake Man Luffy, anything like that. So he hits the blocker. He gets to draw 3, put 2 on the top or bottom. He puts 2 on the top. And then he's going to get to restand 2 Dawn at the end of his turn. And then now I think the move here is let's swing 12 into the Rosinante. He lets it die. We could pick up the Buggy if we wanted, but I think the move instead is let's swing a 6 with the Alvida. And then now we can swing our Oden, pick up the Alvida so we're not playing over it, and establish a new 10-cost Buggy. So we have 3 Dawn to use Oden's effect, 5 Dawn to play a new Buggy, and we kind of have 1 Dawn to play with. Thinking about what the best thing to do is, we're going to swing a 6 life. This probably would be better served being a 6 on lead, but instead we're going to swing 8 life. You might counter out of the 6K swing. He is going to gear 2 there, go +3. We're going to use effective Oden, restand him, pick up the Alvida, and then we're going to swing another 8 life. And he is going to Gum Gum Giant here, pitching a Bagua. He does return 2 Dawn, pitch a card, tap 1, and he gets to draw 2. Go +4 for the battle. We will now pitch the Alvida we just picked up to play a 10-cost Buggy, bottom deck the Sanji. So now his board is just the Nami blocker, and again, he might not swing that blocker. We do kind of have to respect it a little bit. We could lose this turn if he chooses to swing it, and he has a good rusher, but I think we have enough counter in hand that we could overcome that. We do have a 10-cost Buggy in hand. I think we have a 2K, 1K after that. So he's thinking it through on his leader ability. But again, if he plays something down, we can 10-cost Buggy. He's still at 3 life, by the way. We haven't hit his life 1 time, despite the fact that we've swung a lot. He has Gum Gum Gianted, I think, twice at this point. He's also gear 2'd, and he's pitched a Bagua. He does run a lot of... The deck typically runs a lot of counter events. Now he's swinging 8 into the Alvida, and we'll definitely let that die. And he's going to tap 8 for a Don Quixote do Flamingo, which allows him to return a Dawn to play a 5-cost Don Quixote family. He plays the third Rosinante. He doesn't use the effect to pitch an event, but he does get to restand 2 Dawn at the end of his turn. Do Flamingo has another effect too, where on attack, when I attack him, he can rest a Dawn to ramp an active Dawn. Essentially ramp or rest a Dawn if you have an active Dawn, which he could do here. And if I'm going to 10-cost Buggy, I should probably just do it first, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not too worried about it, but I think against slight misplay, I should just immediately bottom deck the Dofi. But instead, I kind of want to see what he's going to do and how he's going to do this turn, whether I use Oden to restand or not. So I'm going to swing 8 life. He gives a gear 2. Then I'm going to swing 12 life, and this is where he uses the effect of Do Flamingo to essentially ramp a Rested Dawn. So now he's at 10 Dawn, and he takes the hit. And I'm just thinking about the best way. I have currently my whole board can swing. I have a 12. I have all 10 Dawn standing. I'm going to swing another 12 life. He's going to Gum Gum Giant for the third time here. So he's going to go +4 for the battle. He pitches another Doflamingo. And then he has to give a 2K, 1K, which he does. So he's used 3 Gum Gum Giants here. And that's where the Doflamingo would have come in, like bottom decking it, because now he wouldn't be at 8 Dawn. We're going to leader ability, play down the Buggy, bottom deck the Doflamingo. And we still have 5 Dawn. We're going to use 3 to pick up the Oden to restand and pick up a Buggy. So we have the Buggy for next turn. And then we're going to swing another 8. And he's going to 2K, 1K. Now we're going to tap 2 down to play a Galdino blocker. Our hand is a 2K and the 10 cost Buggy. We have the 10 cost Buggy in case we need to bottom deck something. We can bottom deck the Nami next turn and go for game, for example. Or if we want to play a much longer game, we can bottom deck whatever kaiju he decides to play this turn. But ultimately, feeling like we could potentially really push for game next turn. We have 2 12K swings. We have the Oden, which can swing big twice. We also just have the Croc-a-Mihawk we can swing with. We have a 1 blocker, kind of a little bit in danger of losing here. He's showing 3 swings. He could obviously play a Rush Luffy. But we should be able to do that with 1 blocker and a 2K. I think we'll be okay. I don't think he can kill us if he has the 9-10 Luffy. He's going to swing a 6 life. We'll give the 2K here. Now here comes another 6 life. And here's where I could give the Galdino blocker, but I'm scared of like a 9-10 Luffy coming down. So I will take this one, no trigger. And then he's going to tap 9 for a Sanji into a Mihawk, attempt to bottom deck our Oden. We will pitch a card for that. And then he's going to pass. He gets to restand 2 Dawn. He has like 3 cards in hand at this point. I'm checking his trash to see the events he has in hand. He starts smiling when I start pulling out the events. Because I just want to see, like, he has the 2 Dawn standing. I kind of want to see what I'm dealing. Actually, he has more than that. He left more up, I believe. He left 1 up. He has 3 Dawn standing. So I know he's used 3 Giants, so there's 1 out there still. He's used 2 Gear 2s, I believe, so there's 2 out there. And then there's 2 Bagwas, I believe, is what I saw. I could be wrong on that. But the main one was there's 3 Giants, and he's got 3 cards in hand. So just thinking about how I want to attack, I feel like I have game, but it's just a matter of not messing it up. I think the move, I'm also kind of glad that I didn't use the Galdino blocker, because that's a great candidate to pick up with the Oden. So just thinking how I want to do this, like if I wanted a 10 cost Buggy immediately, I'd be playing over something, and I kind of want to do Oden first, so I'm not playing over in something, so I could just keep cards in hand, keep my options open. So ultimately what I think I want to do is I think I'm going to swing an 8 life with the Croc-a-Mihawk first, because that's going to force him to either Gum Gum Giant inefficiently or Bagua or something like that. Like get him at 1 card in hand or make him use a Giant. That's kind of the move I thought at first. Or he's going to take the hit or use the blocker. So we're going to start with the 8. See what he does. Again, 3 cards in hand, I believe. So he's thinking it through. He's going to give us the blocker. So that kind of tells me that 8's a little bit of an awkward number for him. I kind of want to swing 8 again. I could easily swing the Oden 8 and keep that be the lowest Dawn commitment, but I want to be able to swing the Oden big twice. So I think I'm going to put 3 Dawn on leader and swing. I think I swing an 8 with leader, and that's going to leave me with 6 Dawn. 3 is going to be reserved for Oden. And then I could put 3 on Oden and swing 11 twice. So I could swing 11 twice and then 2 12s. And I think that's like the best way to do this. So let's swing an 8 again. Again, 3 cards in hand. He's either going to have to Giant, take, or he would be a spot where he couldn't Giant this turn. So now we're going to swing 11. He has 4 cards in hand now because he just took. He is going to tap 1 for a Thunder Bagua and a 2K. Now I'm going to pick up the Galdino and swing another 11 at life. He takes, no trigger, and now it's just we're going to swing the 12s out. We have another 12 after this. Here comes the 4th Gum Gum Giant. He pitches a Doflamingo blocker. He gets to draw 2. He still needs to give 2K, 1K, and he gives a 2K, and the other 3 cards were bricks. We had another 12K swing coming after that, and I think no matter what, unless I think we would have it. But yeah, credit to my opponent, played it really well. But what really won us this game was the Oden. The Oden allowed us to recycle some things. Despite the fact that we made some misplays early, my opponent didn't get to see the 9 cost Sanji. Great 2 plays on the first 2 turns they could have played it. They saw the ramp, but not the things they want to ramp to. A little unfortunate for them, but yeah, the Oden did so much work in this matchup. He was the MVP of the game. And just really allows you to recycle buggies, to recycle cards in hand that you can use to play buggies. It just it's way better than, it gives you a reason, rather than playing over cards, you can now recycle the cards and get value out of them. So yeah, Oden MVP for this particular game. Played stage, didn't use it once. That was pretty funny. But let me know in the comments if they can do differently. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.